In 1993, when the first elections happened in Cambodia, there were just 146 churches in the whole country. Today, after 17 years, there are about 4,500 churches. There's been rapid growth, and one of the results of the rapid growth has been the lack of disciples and the lack of leadership, the lack of leaders being trained. And those are the two key needs that the Cambodian church faces now. My name is Raju Bhagwat, and I come from India. I grew up in a Hindu Brahmin family, and after 4 years of Bible study, at the age of 20, I became a disciple of Jesus Christ. I was able to say, I am a sinner who stands in need of forgiveness, the forgiveness that Jesus offers through His death on the cross. That was 36 years ago. Since then, the Lord has led me on into training in public relations and media, and then into Bible college, and then as a pastor for 14 years, and teaching in a seminary for another few years, and then with World Vision in India, setting up the Peace and Justice Department, setting up government and media relations, and doing a lot of work in interfaith peace building. I've done a lot of work training pastors and Christian leaders, and that has led me to Cambodia over the last 4 years, where I've been a coach and a mentor to the most senior Cambodian Christian leaders, working with the International Christian Fellowship on their Timothy's All project. It's mainly focused on 42 of the most senior Christian leaders in the country. They are the heads of Christian denominations, Christian organizations, and Christian NGOs in Cambodia. And my ministry has been to try and foster unity among them, mentor and coach them in their own work and in their own growth as Christian leaders, and in the whole area of training and producing training materials that are designed for Cambodians, so that they in turn can mentor the next generation. This was a project designed by the Cambodians themselves. It wasn't the International Christian Fellowship telling them, this is what you need, but they themselves deciding, here are the needs that we have, and can this Timothy's All project meet those needs? It's also designed to produce original training materials in Khmer instead of translated materials from the West, because the Cambodian pedagogy is completely different. Cambodians learn through relationships, and they learn through experience. And abstract thinking, abstract concepts is not something that they can get onto easily. The focus of what I do is also on making the Cambodian church sustainable. Sustainability comes from within, not by depending on outside experts. I am someone from outside, and making the Timothy's All project sustainable means the senior leaders themselves being able to mentor one another, being able to trust one another enough. And this comes in the context of a post-genocide and a post-Civil War society, where insecurity and fear used to be the norms for relationships. So breaking out of those bonds and then relating to one another with love and trust, so that they can mentor one another and grow together, is what we are focused on doing. The exciting part is leaders from Vietnam, leaders from Laos and Thailand also making inquiries about how this can be replicated in these countries, and that is something that we are looking forward to. So the challenge to partner churches is giving towards the making of disciples rather than towards church planting or to converts and the number of baptisms, and that is something that the Timothy's All project emphasizes. The challenge for the partner churches is to give for the right reasons, and the right reason being the making of disciples of Jesus Christ.